Okay. So I made kind of one of these videos before when I was in the Forerunner and just really trying to get adjusted to the Forerunner and what van life would look like. And, I had some issues with just the headspace. I got this van, things got a little better, but life itself, when it came to van life, did not. And I just needed to get through that. I needed to get through it for myself, by myself, without YouTube, without strangers seeing the process. When I do YouTube, I don't want it to be something where I tell all my business, any and everything I go through, I show on camera. It's not going to be that. I'm not going to be fake. Anything I do show on camera will be real, the real deal, my real emotions. But some things are just not meant for everybody to see. And so, with me, as you see, the van is not insulated. Here. The vent's not insulated. It's a lot of metal showing. Even the roof is. I have like just one layer of insulation up here that's like magnet is up by little magnets, and it helped a little bit, but it's nowhere near what would help if I really get it done. Um, so it was really rough in the winter. It really was, and I did stay with some family during those dangerous times because I live in the Midwest and our weather did get really bad and it was just too dangerous for me and my dog. So um, we did decide to, uh, for the month of February, stay at a family member's house just to stay safe. Once the weather broke, we did come back out and got back in the van and been in the van ever since. I've been full time ever since. I did not move in there. I simply just had somewhere to lay our heads at night when it was like 12 degrees. We just couldn't do it. We was in the ice box. My dog, I'm not putting my dog in danger for YouTube. I'm not doing it. But we been full time for 8 months, y'all. We started July the 21st. Okay, it's heading up to be our ninth month. All right, we about to have a baby here in Van Life. So, um, I feel like now it's a time for me to come back. I feel good. I feel acclimated in my van, and a lot has transpired. So, for instance, I've been getting my van together, just trying to, critique it here and there, make adjustments, and I finally feel like I'm at a point where I feel good enough to kind of like stop tweaking it a little bit and start focusing on other things. Like when I got this van, I got racks. Like it's a cargo van, so some work racks was in here, and we was able to get the all the racks out. The gate, the gate that was blocking the front seat. Me and my dad, we got all that out, and it was just one. It's the rail that the racks like sit on and get tied down to. That we have one rail that's stuck on the floor because we couldn't get it because the nails are stripped, and we just haven't had time to. I haven't made time to get that out with my dad once he found the tool he needed because my van is set up, and I have to take everything out just to get down there and get it. So I just have to plan out when I'm gonna do that at this point. Um, let's see. What else? Cause I don't want to make this too wordy or too long. Um, let's see. Van life for me when I first started, um, I felt low. I felt so low because I wanted to get out the matrix. I wanted to get out the rat race. I wanted to stop doing the non-traditional things. But what I did not realize is that I was going to lose a lot of people and loved ones um, that was in that traditional lifestyle. Everybody is not going to understand your van life journey. Everybody is not going to look at your van life journey the same way you will. So you will go through uh, remarks, go through judgment, even though they may not know they're judging you. You may go through judgment. You may go through people trying to discourage you, look at you like you're crazy, all that. You have to go through that, or just simply don't know how to interact with you anymore because you live this lifestyle. So I had to get through all that, get used to that. Yeah, and one thing I'm gonna say about van life, it will expose how you feel about yourself, and it definitely did that for me. And loneliness. I don't do good with loneliness. Loneliness is not something that I really like. I'm getting better at it. And that's just because I never had to be alone. Okay, I grew up with parents that supported me, loved me, and never made me have to feel alone. If I went through something, even as an adult, I was always able to come home, get on my feet if I needed to. Y'all nephew's getting up. Y'all ain't seen him in a while. Um, so it's a lot of things that I had to learn and grow just for myself as an adult, and you don't realize that you may have to grow in this area until you get put in a situation to where it exposes that. So it was a lot that I had to like get through, go through mentally. I don't care how many videos you watch about van life, you're not going to know how it affects you and how you react to it until you get into it. You can watch 10, 15 people be subscribed to all of them that does van life in the snow. They can tell you all day it is 12 degrees out here. You're not going to feel that 12 degrees through the TV, through the computer, laptop, whatever you use to watch your YouTube videos. You're not going to feel the 12 degrees. I don't care how many times they tell you how cold it is, you're not going to feel it until you get out there yourself and experience that 12 degrees yourself and see how you react to it. Because some people actually thrive off of like snow camping. I realized within these 8 months, because now at this point I done had every season. I started in the summer. Whew. Sorry, y'all. I started in the summer. That was rough because I didn't know anything, didn't have anything to go after. I was green in the thumb with that. Then winter, fall. Let's even touch fall first of all. We had like 3 days of fall before it went to winter. Winter came, didn't have everything from winter. Money is tight. Like I had to get pieces. Like have an alternative. Like I have an electric blanket. I do have a butane stove, but that like you can't go to sleep with the butane. I mean you can, but you risk. That's a risk you're taking. Um, and with your life and getting your van on fire. I don't go to sleep with that, so it's like it only helps so far. So just trying to figure out how to stay warm, getting the money to get the things that you need. I'm not one of those people that started van life with a whole bunch of money. As if you watch my older videos, I had 2 brain aneurysms and lost my job, so I don't have extra money to like throw into the van or go travel and chase the weather. I'm here in my city trying to get myself together in my city and then work myself up to go travel. So yeah, so it was just a lot of things that I really had to get through um, personally in my life when it comes to van life and how I see myself in van life. I did feel very low. I definitely felt like a bum, even though I know that's not why I wanted to do it. Um, it was a choice. It wasn't because I got evicted anywhere or anything like that. Now, those I didn't get evicted anywhere, but losing my job and aneurysms, yes, that kind of helped me get started. But I've been wanting to do this since 2020, way before any of that stuff happened. But it just sucks that it took me losing my job and having 2 brain aneurysms to get this going. So like the fantasy of van life didn't happen, and it kind of was like it happened in a tragic way. So yeah, it took a while to get past that. So what I've been doing, getting my mental health together. Get my mental health together. Ever since the weather broke, we've been in a van nonstop doing our thing, getting settled. And I really feel like I'm starting to get settled in here. And my goal now is to get money saved up to start traveling. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I'm gonna say a few more things because I don't want to make this real long. But I am getting back to doing YouTube, and this is kind of the content that you're going to start seeing based off of where I'm at now. Of course, van life videos, but it's just gonna be regular life. This Dina's Tech. Oh, I said my name. Gotta cross it out. Tech life. So, like I said before, I mentioned this. It's just about my life. I'm not gonna stress this out. I do Uber. So now I'm gonna tell you about my business. I have a couple of businesses. Well, I have a business that do a couple of things. And I remember I used to be secretive about it because I was still trying to figure out how this was going to happen while doing van life. I mean, I'm telling you, it's a journey. It really is a journey. So I do have a business. It's called Infuse Tech. I'm ready to tell y'all. It's a tech business that I help do IT solutions for other people. I have not been able to just be transparent to get that up and going like I wanted to right now with Van Life having a dog. A lot of times having him stops me from doing certain things because I don't have anywhere to put him. And at the end of the day, that's my dog. I chose to get him, so I have to make sure his safety is there. Because why get a dog if you're not going to make sure he's cool? You know, you could have just left him so another family could take care of him. So, so yes, you're gonna see content, obviously van content, but life content. Me get my life together. Fuse Tech, right? That. Oh, let me go back to that because I do that. So in Fuse Tech, I have that. I'm deciding to put the tech side of that, as far as the IT solutions, to the side just for a little bit because I need to do some more studying. And so I can get to a place where I don't have to do Uber anymore. I don't have time to sit down and actually study to the standard I like. I'm gonna say like that. I'm a person I like. I have a certain standard, and I want to have that so that I could do my business correctly. There's the other side that I've also done with Infuse Tech in the past, which I brought back, which is buy and resale. And I used to buy and resell electronics. However, I have I'm still gonna do a little buy and resell electronics, but I am switching that focus into men's clothing. Um, I will sell every if I find some pieces, some women's clothing, but the for the main part of it, it will be men's clothing. I am masculine presented. I wear men's clothes, so I just felt like it would be easier to start with that because why not? Like you already wear it, so I'll be selling men's clothing, shoes, hats, accessories, stuff like that. And if you want to support me, right? I've never asked for money, anything. I don't know. There's no judgment people to do. I always felt funny. But this is a good way to support me is to um, buy from my eBay store. And I will put links in there so that you can see what I have. And if you have a son, I don't really have things for kids, but you know, kids get bigger and some kids are the size of adults. But if you have a son, nephew, or a grown son, right? Grown son, baby son that can fit grown people clothes, nephew, grandson, boyfriend, significant other, or just friend, or if you wear men's clothing and you want to support me and put some money in my pocket so that I can actually start traveling, save up, and get things going. I will. You always are welcome to shop at my eBay store and buy from the eBay store. And if you don't have anybody that or know of anyone that you would like to buy some stuff for, then you can always just support me and donate. And I will, if you want to, just tell me though. I'm not gonna put it up unless you guys say yes, we would like to help you out. And then I will put up some links that you can help and just support me off of seeing what I'm trying to do. Um, One more thing, I'm just gonna put it out there so that it can never be used against me. I did file bankruptcy right before I started van life. I just couldn't do it no more. There's so much going on. I filed bankruptcy, and the only thing I have left at this point now is student loans. Obviously, we know student loans is not going anywhere. So one of my goals is to become completely. I'm debt free, but not debt free, right? So I want to become completely debt free, and that's to get rid of them student loans. And by supporting me in my eBay store and buying some clothes, some shoes, accessories, or any gadgets that you see that I may be selling, that will help me get there, right? I don't want to just be on here and be hand pendling or, however you say that, be at just begging for money and I'm not bringing any value, right? So and as I earn money, I get to do more things as far as traveling and having better content. And that's another reason why sometimes I stopped having content because I really don't be doing anything but the same stuff over and over. But I'm gonna make sure that I bring the camera back out more often so that we can have a good time and or I can document my journey a little bit more and be a little bit more vulnerable for y'all. But I really do appreciate y'all talking with me real quick and listening to my little update. I am back. I've been still doing van life. I did have to get him out the van just for a little bit, and then when you fully out the van, it just those days when it was like snowing and ice and all that, it was just too dangerous for me and my dog to be in here with our van not being fully insulated, and us not having all the supplies to keep warm. But weather is breaking and we're back, and I'm so excited to have videos. I brought my laptop back out. I was just trying to. That's another thing. Here I go. Every time I try to get on here, that was another thing. I've been trying to do my video editing on my iPad, and I just it works. I'm gonna say that, but it still has some things to be desired, and I feel like I'll have an easier time getting my footage and stuff off my camera and upload it onto things with my MacBook than my iPad. So I brought that. I switched my computers out. I got a PC and a MacBook. I put the PC back since I'm gonna put the other business to the side for a second, and I brought the MacBook out because I use the MacBook for all my creative stuff, whether it be DJing, editing, or whatever. So the MacBook is back. So because of that, hopefully I have more videos for y'all, and is um things become a little bit more consistent now. So, all right, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching my videos. Even when I haven't been uploading, I've seen some of y'all that's new. If you new, thank you for subscribing. If you not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, that comment button. There's a new button called the hype button. Hype me up, okay? This video may not be a video that necessarily need to be hyped, but as the other ones come, hype them videos, okay? All right, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Your nephew is still asleep, but y'all begin to see him. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out.